Wasabis, this is Jirbie from Couchwasabi. So for today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you my first impression on this reverse micro coffee dripper. Basically, it's a micro dripper from Rivers, and this is something that I've pushed back in buying for about a couple of weeks now. And I thought of getting this today. I had an urge actually to get this morning because it was a nice cloudy day. You just want to have your cup of coffee, but you're just too lazy to think of all the things that you'd have to prepare and wash after if you want to use your V60 or your Kalita. So I thought of getting this for the days when I'm just so lazy and would still want to have a good cup of coffee without having to involve so many things. Okay, so if you're interested to get to know more about this, then please keep on watching. Okay, so before we proceed in brewing, and while I heat up my water, let me just share with you a quick unboxing of this Rivers Micro Dripper. Alright, so for today, I'll be using this Ethiopian Walichu Wachu. This is from Crema and Crema, I think. Whoa. It smells so good. So good. Okay. So let me just get 15 grams of coffee. Okay, and put this in my grinder, and let me just start grinding. Oh, I think this is too coarse. Might be making something that's too coarse. Let me just adjust it. 3 clicks down. Let me check again. Okay. This is about medium fine. I heard that when you're using this micro dripper, you're not supposed to use like super fine or fine grind because it actually clogs the mesh filter. So you would probably play around medium fine or medium depending on your calibration. Alright, so the grind size, I think it's just about right. There you go. I think it's perfect for our micro dripper. Okay, I think we're done. And today I'm going to be using my Tango cup. So press there. Put this here. Okay. Make sure that it fits. Before anything else, let me just weigh out my water. So I'm using 15 grams of coffee. I will be using 1:15, so I need 225 ml of water. There you go. It's 2 to 5.4. Okay, and I'm dropping in our coffee. Okay, so here's how it looks like. I think the grind is just perfect for my micro dripper. Yield is 14.5. I think I lost 0.5 grams of coffee with the grind. And let's start. So let us start pouring in our water. Make sure that the coffee bed is even. Shake it a bit. Good thing the dripper fits my cup because I tried it with other cups. Like I have bigger rimmed cups. Sometimes it doesn't fit. Okay, so this is what they are talking about. There might be choking that's going on, so you might have to stir it and agitate, which is not really a good thing. So this means I was able to grind my coffee too fine, finer than it should be. All right, so let me try to resuscitate my coffee. Man, I have to agitate it, and this will give me like a very, very bitter cup of coffee for sure.
Five minutes later.
Okay. Oh no, no, no. Ah! And while I wanted to save myself from further mess and cleanup, guess what? The consequences of having your dripper not fitting your cup. So yeah, that happened, and I just wasted good beans, and having this micro dripper is actually very counterintuitive, and I'm wasting so much time with this. So let me just finish this brew and then clean it up, and I'll try to grind another batch of coffee, and I'll try to make this work. All right, classic example, shit happens. So let me just get another set of water. Okay, I think this is enough. Let's fire that up. Get another 15 grams. Ah, so good. Okay, let's grind it up. And make sure that it's not fine, or else it'll choke up my micro dripper. So, okay, so I think this is enough. Let's try grinding it. Okay, I think the coarseness is enough, as long as it's not fine, nor medium fine. Okay, I think we're good. Let's tap it down. Who else does this? And my coffee. All right, so now you can see that it's a lot coarser than what I had earlier. I think this is enough for a French press, but who cares? And we have 15.1 yield. Okay, hopefully this works and I won't be creating so much of a mess. Let us measure our water. So again, 225. Make sure to press there. There we go, 225.8. That should be enough. And we're ready to roll. Make sure my cup is clean. Okay. Let's start. There you go. There you go. Okay, I think we hit the right grind size. Versus earlier, it was choking, like the flow isn't really there. And I had to agitate it with my spoon, which resulted in a very, very murky and bitter coffee. Oh wow, look at that, it's blooming. Perfect. There you go, and you can see that the coffee is slowly receding. So it's going down as it extracts. We have a long way to go. Okay, I'm very careful. I don't want this to spill this time. There you go. Look at that. And where are we? Okay, let me just make sure that this is stable and nothing will fall off. 56. We have a long way to go. But I'm very happy that the flow is really coming through. It smells so good. If you're gonna ask me, how does this make me feel? It makes me feel happy I was able to make it work. I was so stressed earlier, and especially when it started going downhill. Oh my gosh. Okay, now it looks pretty okay. It just sucks that the dripper doesn't fit my preferred cup, but this dripper would fit your keep cup, I think, and it will also fit a lot of your mugs. But I have wide rimmed mugs that I really love using, and it's just annoying that this dripper doesn't fit all of those, including this tango cup that I really love. It's just so satisfying to see all those little bubbles come up as it extracts. Okay, so this is the last pour, and it's just satisfying to see all of those bubbles. And the coffee bed is finally even. I've never had that when I was using my V6. Of course, it's different when you have your Lily drip, but there you go. You can see that the water is slowly going down. Hopefully this is a clearer cup, because the one earlier was terrible. Terrible. We're finished here. Here's how I do it. I just tap it down. And voila. Clean. Okay, so I'll just clean this up later. This is so much better than the one earlier. I was able to taste the other one, the one I made earlier, where I was agitating it with my spoon. That was just super milky. That was just super murky. A lot of sediments were left at the bottom of the cup. I had to transfer it to another cup and just to see the difference. This tastes so much cleaner, brighter. I can sense the nuttiness. And perhaps a little bit of that chocolate caramel tones. But I can't sense any sweetness. I can also sense some savory notes, like comforting, like perfect for today's rainy day. It's a good cup of coffee where you just want to watch by your window how the rain pours, watch how the rain washes over the trees, the plants, the greens. And then it just has the right bitterness into it. Again, I don't really remember the flavor profile for the Ethiopian Wali Chuwachu. I will be posting it somewhere on the sides of my screen just to make sure if it matches from the way I sense it. You see, that's the difference between like having the same set of beans versus a different grind size versus the way you brew it. Like the earlier one, I agitated it a lot, so it extracted a lot of those bitter notes that I don't really like. While this one has some of the bitterness, but it's something that's within my range. It's something that I would truly enjoy. And here, I can sense the flavor better. I can taste it better. I can recognize the flavor better versus the earlier one where it's just murky and bitter. And even the color is different. This is a lot like clearer. The earlier one was more opaque. Although I can see that there are still some sediments at the bottom. Maybe because it's the nature of this filter, it's not going to be as like filtered out as compared to your paper filter. The beauty of this is that you won't really have to use anything else but this and your cup and your beans and your grinder and your water. So, you know, it depends on you. But I like that it's so much easier to clean. You just tap it in here, and this one goes to our yard. This one, I just rinse it with water, soap it a little, and then keep it. So anyway, if you guys are interested to buy this, I think it's a really cool tool. It won't give you like the best cup of coffee, but you know, it serves its purpose. It's very pocket friendly. It's very travel friendly. I would still prefer to use my paper filter, but in times where I just don't want to bring out so many things, this would come in handy, and it does the job. It's not going to be as clear as my V60. There will still be sediments down there because of the nature of the filter, but you know, it's a quick fix. Yeah, so I think that's all for today. If you've enjoyed my quick review about this reverse micro dripper, don't forget to hit like and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos about coffee, about crafting. I actually do so many videos, like a whole range of it. So I do segregate them in playlists, so it makes everything easier for you. I have a playlist for coffee, I have a playlist for essential oils, I have a playlist for crafting, for my vlogs, and etc. and etc. So you can just choose to watch the playlist that you wish, because that's me. I have a wide range of interests. If you guys are interested to try reverse micro dripper, don't forget to shoot me a comment down below. Let me know what you think, or let me know your questions. I would love to talk about this and maybe give you some of my 2 cents about it. So far, I'm just happy that I was able to make it work. From my first cup that I basically wasted 15 grams of beans and turned it into a murky, dirty, bitter, bad cup of coffee. So this is so much better for me. I would probably compare this with my regular reverse V60 dripper, just to compare the taste in my next videos. I also ordered another V60 dripper from reverse because I wanted to compare the lily drip, like what's the difference between it having the lily drip and it without the lily drip. So I have so many videos planned out in the next coming days. Anyway, I guess that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on my next video.